Hello everyone, so for today's video I have for you guys a new for 2021 animated Airblown Archway jack-o'-lantern with spitting eyes Halloween inflatable. This particular inflatable is going to be sold at Walmart for $109. This inflatable is 10.5 feet tall, which I am pretty happy about that it's not like 8 feet tall. 10.5 feet tall is pretty big, and this particular inflatable I got from the same eBay seller that I got the Headless Horseman from. So I was pretty happy to see that he was going to sell this inflatable. Seems like a really nice archway inflatable when I first saw the pictures of it. And I do believe this will be sold in stores because obviously the in-store display box here. And this is a sample version. You can see the writing on the top there. It shows it was I believe a sample version of the archway inflatable. And yeah, I was really happy to see that Gemmy's finally coming out with the animated eyes again. I did not expect them to come out with the animated eyes on the archway inflatables. I thought it would be like a cat or a reaper or something like that. Alright, so let's get to the unboxing part of the video. And luckily this particular inflatable does have stakes. The other sample Walmart inflatable I received did not have stakes. So I'm glad this has the base fan stakes. You can see that it has plastic stakes and metal stakes and some tethers. I'm glad it has those. So nothing too special there, just regular base fan inflatable stakes. Alright, so here is the archway pumpkin inflatable with spitting eyes, completely unboxed. I was really surprised to see that Walmart was going to have an animated archway inflatable. I anticipated them to have a couple archway inflatables, but none of them to have like spitting eyes or anything like that. I do think this has a YF125, but we'll soon find out. I was hoping this would have a YF200, but I don't think that is a YF200, unfortunately. Here you can see it has those black, I guess, piece of fabric. It was a nice touch. I'm glad it wasn't some like orange color. It does look a lot better with just black. Alright, so here's the motor itself. You can see it has a YF125. This particular motor was made in March 2021. This inflatable is really tall at 10.5 feet tall. Glad it's not like 8 feet tall or anything like that. You can see it at the top of it is like a half pumpkin, I guess you could say, and then the mouth. You obviously walk through the mouth of the pumpkin, so that's kind of cool. And then you have the pumpkins on each side of the inflatable. And obviously the spinning eyes. And above the spinning eyes it says trick or treat. I really do like that the stems are green and they're different sizes, so that's kind of cool, I guess you could say. And each pumpkin is different. Notice that right away, that each and every pumpkin on here has a different face on it. So I'm glad they didn't cheap out and make each and every pumpkin the same exact face. For only $109, I think this is one of the best archway inflatables Walmart has had in a long time. Probably one of the best archway inflatables of this year from Gemmy. So yeah, I'm really liking how this looks, especially with the eyes. I wish those eyes were on the cat inflatable from this year. That's what I wanted to see on that at-home cat. But here's a better look at the individual pumpkins and their faces. As you can see, each one is different. Unfortunately, there isn't a light in each pumpkin. I wish there was a C7 in each pumpkin, but unfortunately there is not. That would have been a nice touch for Gemmy to add each pumpkin that have a light. So yeah, I'm really glad they made a new pumpkin archway. I know they had the one from At Home last year. I think this one's a lot better than that one. And it is cheaper too. I think that one was like $150. So for only $109 for it to have the eyes that are animated, I think is a great deal. And here's a better look at the eyes. The mechanism itself. I believe that's the same mechanism that's on the plain inflatables, and basically the propeller makes that propeller spin. And a lot of the inflatables have that same mechanism. The back of the inflatable does not have any details at all, which is kind of disappointment. I wish the trick or treat at least carried over. That would have been a nice touch to have something that said maybe even Happy Halloween on the back of it. Because if it is an archway, people would probably be walking through both sides. And here's a look at the sides of the inflatable. See, it's not too wide. Pumpkins obviously add to the depth of the inflatable. This inflatable does have a lot of tie downs, one on the front of the pumpkins and one on the back of the archway, in addition to obviously the base and on the sides themselves. Now this does have 2 zippers on it. So look inside of the inflatable itself. There's a light string going to those pumpkins. It does inflate really quickly. I'm really glad it has a YF125. I wish they put a YF200 in here, but YF125 seems like it's more than enough to inflate this size of an inflatable. Alright, let's get to the night video. The C7s do an excellent job illuminating the top of the inflatable, where it says trick or treat, and obviously with the spinning eyes. You can clearly see the spinning eyes, so I'm happy about that. I do wish there was a C7 in each and every pumpkin though. I think that really should have been the case, and unfortunately on mine the light is stuck on the right. The light is actually inside of the part of the archway. It is not inside the pumpkin stack at all, so I'm gonna have to fix that, unfortunately. Yeah, but overall I really like this inflatable. You can clearly tell it is a pumpkin archway. You can really make out most of the pumpkins pretty well, even the ones on the right. You can clearly tell they're obviously pumpkins, so I'm really glad they didn't make these LEDs instead of incandescent C7s. Wish they would have not have clustered so many at the top though, right by trick or treat. Maybe put one additional one on each side of the arch itself. Yeah, it does kind of look like there's a light inside the eyes, but there is not. I almost thought there was when I first saw it, but I'm really happy with this inflatable, and especially the trick or treat part. Clearly see that. Better look at the pumpkins at night. Yeah, overall I'm really happy with how this inflatable looks, and I think this is going to be a great purchase for anyone looking to get an archway. Here's a better look at the light that's stuck. Did not go on the pumpkin stack, unfortunately. Stack of pumpkins. Kind of like stuck in there. I really wish there was something on this side though. Really anything would have been nice. Even a pumpkin face on the back, instead of just leaving it plain. But for $109, I still think this is a great deal for an animated archway inflatable. You can pick this up. I highly recommend you do so. I do think this will be sold in stores, and it's already being sold online at walmart.com for $109, and I highly recommend this. And yeah, I really do think this is the best archway for this year. Really not too sure how many other archways there are going to be. I know Walmart's supposed to get another one. I do not know if that's going to be online only. I know Lowe's really isn't getting an archway this year, or Home Depot, so at least in stores. So if you're looking for a archway inflatable, I really do think this is the best one. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.